Hey everyone, welcome from the depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 7 of the Battleship Brawl Season 5 tournament. This episode we've got the USS Monochromatic Extermination by Doom Agent, which definitely lives up to its name. Very monochromatic color scheme, it's all just shades of gray. Then we've got a 4-barrel frontal turret and then a 6-barrel superfire turret on both ends, so that's a total of 20 guns. Got a little bit of the sawtooth thing going on to make a more gentle slope for the hull. Excuse me. And propellers and rudders back here. And then a fairly basic superstructure with some AA guns that wouldn't be able to fire because they'd get caught on the railing. I mean, they can't actually fire. At least they better not. Pretty sure they don't. I don't remember them shooting in the tests. Well, I got a hatch here, so can we actually go down? Is this... No, it's just... I was thinking maybe we could actually walk through here, but... I mean, technically it's walkable, but this isn't really like a cruise space. So yeah, that's the USS Monochromatic Extermination by Doom Agent. Its opponent today is going to be the USS New Mexico by I Lack Creativity in Names, which immediately stands out as having quite a bit more detail. It is a very battleshipy looking battleship. You know how I like that term. Looks like we've got some faux secondary guns here. This might actually function. This gun actually looks like it functions. Possibly. Yeah, it looks like that's an actual... And then some more faux guns. It's a little... Yeah, let's go ahead and... Whoa! Man, that gun was just raring to go. Yeah, okay. I wanted to see the actual barrel size on these this gun here. It wasn't loaded in correctly. Some more, decorative secondary guns. So its main armament is 4 triple barrel guns, so 12 main guns. I got this cool little catapult-launched airplane here. Hard to see up in the front now because that gun has decided to fire. And it's kind of funny how you can't see the explosion underneath the water, but then when you go underneath the water, suddenly there's explosion. Something tells me that's a bug. Yeah, this thing is bristling with weapons. Most of them don't seem to actually function. They're just for decoration, but it is definitely bristling with guns. So 12 guns versus 20. It'd be interesting to see how that plays out. Got some turbines in the back, or propellers in the back here on propeller shafts. Nice little detail. Like the hull shape. It's a little bit difficult to see the front, but it's got some anchor chains and that. Again, we'll definitely be able to see more of it in the battle. And then the superstructure up here. What are these and why do they have ERA on them? I'm not sure what that's trying to emulate. I'm sure there's something that it, makes perfect sense. I'm just bad and don't know what it is. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this camera in position, and we shall unpause the game the correct way this time and get things underway. Oh man, the New Mexico almost getting a hit in before the extermination got a volley off. USS New Mexico missing its first volley, taking a hit, several hits from the Monochromatic's initial volley. Oh, it looks like this turret might be actually be disabled But the guns... Oh, they just got repaired. It's like, but the guns had enough traverse that they were still able to turn and fire. Oh, direct hit to that forward turret. Wow, it actually seems to have managed to survive pretty well. That's impressive. Ooh, New Mexico taking a hit to the top of another one of its guns, but ooh, and the other one takes a hit as well. That one did not fare as well. New Mexico's burning through its materials for repairs, but Monochromatic Extermination's got some heavy-hitting guns with a pretty decent rate of fire, it seems. So, plus, I mean, the 6th grouping of the big main guns definitely contributes to the pain. Having 6 cram shells land in one area, it doesn't really matter what kind of defenses you have. It's going to annihilate that area. New Mexico seems to be in a bad spot. I think only this rear turret is still functioning. It's at a severe firepower disadvantage right now. Ooh, another hit to that rear turret. I do not think that gun is going to be functional anymore. Nope. That looks like it's it for the New Mexico. It's not going to be able to get any more shots out. And it's very quickly going to be 2 damaged and despawn. Because the Monochromatic Extermination has got some pretty hefty guns. And there it is. That is a 2 damaged New Mexico. So that is the end of round 1. Still have the score from yesterday up here. So, 97.9 for the Monochromatic Extermination, and 0 for the New Mexico. We'll go ahead and get round 2 here started. And see if the New Mexico can't pick it up a little bit, because it got kinda thoroughly stomped in that first round. Alright, round 2 underway. New Mexico instantly firing once again. Will those shots land? Oh, they clipped the side of the Monochromatic. And those ones went over because it started moving. Oh no, those actually hit the deck. I thought they like clipped the side armor, but they actually landed on the deck. But the deck armor actually held pretty well. Oh, those are coming right for that 6-barreled gun almost. Oh, fell just a little bit short. Monochromatic takes a hit to its belt armor there. Doesn't seem to mind that too much. New Mexico dodging a couple of shots there. Ooh, hit to the bow. Big hole blown in the bow of the New Mexico there. Massive damage. Though not critical damage. And it looks like the Monochromatic has time fuses on its shells. Which will add a little bit on the shells that just barely miss. They'll detonate. And the HE might be able to get a little bit of damage in there. Even if the shell completely misses. Or, well, if it... more like if it nearly misses. The New Mexico's guns definitely can take a hit. Like, they do not die easily. It's just, Monochromatic has a lot more guns, and they seem to have a better rate of fire on top of that. Well, these rear guns are out of their firing arc. They cannot currently fight. This is the chance for the New Mexico to do some work if it can hit those frontal turrets. Take them out. It can even things out, but it's having a little bit of trouble with actually landing shots. And at this range, that's bad. Like, why are your shells falling so short? Like that one, it's gonna dunk into the water. That one just barely missed. That one skipped off the water surface, which is always annoying. Now the Monochromatic has all 20 guns ready to fire. And yep, it has individual local weapon controllers. You saw all those shells hit. At this range, you really can't be missing. You're way too close to be missing shots, New Mexico. Looks like once again this rear turret's the only one functional, and it has a ton of shells coming its way. Hey, well, it sort of survived. Well, it survived it. It just, you know, got a little blasted. Oh, superstructure shot. I think New Mexico just shot itself in the deck. and the shell ricocheted off and went into the ocean. I'm surprised the New Mexico is not getting an 80% sinking right now. It is barely above the water. There it is. Blub, 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 blub. And that is the end of round 2. Monochromatic at 94.3%. New Mexico at 0 once again. Yeah, I feel like the difference in firepower is quite telling in this match. Oh, this time the Monochromatic Extermination fires instantly. The shells did not land on the ship, it didn't look like, but there's that HE. Getting some damage in regardless. Oh, no, one of them did land on the deck. You can tell right there. Oh, and this rear turret immediately taken out. He got hit from behind. Armor not so good from behind, apparently. Not surprising. This turret seems to have been taken down. This rear turret is also badly damaged, only one functioning gun, if that. Both front turrets losing a lot of barrels. Yeah, it doesn't look like there are any heavy barrels on these things, so they get sheared pretty easily. Oh, that turret just got smacked in the back of the head. Yep, that's painful. Oh. Thought that was going for the single gun back here that's still functioning. New Mexico just getting absolutely pounded. Uh-oh, it's gone dead in the water. It has lost engine power. And I think it just lost all of its propellers, too. I mean, not that they were spinning to begin with, but yeah. The propellers are gone. New Mexico has no way to maneuver anymore. And I'm not sure it'll get those repaired before it runs out of materials. These forward turrets are just getting so beat up. But one gun, the middle one on both of them, is still functioning. Probably not for terribly long, though. Yeah. Yeah. They are ripe targets to be hit in this position. Yep, that gun's done. So the New Mexico is once again out of weaponry, and it's also down to 55%, and that shell will probably do it. That is 2 damaged. Excuse me. The New Mexico is once again defeated. Quite handily defeated by the USS Monochromatic Extermination in this match. So yeah, 94.7 doesn't really matter because the first round was better. So yeah, that is quite the difference in score there. It's a telling difference between these ships, and I think it all has to come down to the Monochromatic Extermination having better firepower by a not insignificant margin. But anyway, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.